Alrighty, so this is the final official lesson in the course, and here we are wrapping up all of the main points. Firstly, we want to start with why. We want to have a very solid reason behind the thing that we're doing, and preferably we want to enjoy it as well. There's no real point trying to do something for the money and not enjoying it, because you'll end up not doing it. Or if you do it, you'll end up being unhappy and realizing that the destination is not really where you want it to end up anyway. Secondly, it's a matter of choosing to make the time for it. Like this thing of I don't have time is never, ever, ever a reason, unless you're literally working 3 jobs to support your family and you literally don't have a single minute of the day, then that's okay. Most of us watching this are not in that position. Most of us have tons and tons of time on our hands and we just squander that time browsing our phones, browsing Instagram, Twitter, watching Netflix, this sort of stuff. What I like to remember is that at every moment, I am actively choosing what I want to do with my time. And therefore, the 3 hours I spent procrastinating before filming the Skillshare class, I was choosing to watch World of Warcraft videos instead. I cannot tell myself with any good conscience that I didn't have time because I was just choosing to use that time for something else. Then when it comes to doing the actual work, I find that getting started is often the hardest part. And so the easier we can make it to get started with our thing, the easier everything becomes. And so usually for me, that means I tell myself that I'm only going to film for 2 minutes. And once I start filming for 2 minutes, once I've got everything set up, then I think, oh, this is quite fun. I might as well continue. But it's that starting out process that's particularly troublesome in terms of like the friction it takes to get started. Then when we're working on our creative side hustle or our art or videos or writing or whatever it might be, Parkinson's law is useful to keep in mind that work expands to fill the time available to it. So if we just give ourselves less time to do the thing, we'll probably end up doing the thing in less time. And also I find it useful to remember that perfect is the enemy of good. Done is better than perfect. This disease of perfectionism that we all have is absolutely terrible. And we can and should put stuff out there even if we think it's not very good, because A, we are terrible judges of the quality of our own work, and B, if we don't put stuff out there, we're not going to improve. So it's by continuously iterating on stuff, publishing out there, getting feedback and making it better that we improve at whatever our creative side hustle is. Then once we've figured out those concepts, we can apply things like, the concept of parallel processing, the concept of quick capture, the concept of never running out of ideas, the idea of templatizing your workflow to make it easier to produce stuff. And we can apply the principles of productive downtime and productive procrastination to squeeze the most out of each day. The final thing to say is that what we want to remember is that productivity is actually not the end goal. Productivity is just a means to the end goal, which for most of us is meaning and fulfillment and happiness. Now for me, my creative side hustles bring me meaning, fulfillment, and happiness. If I can be more productive at doing my creative side hustles, that for me involves like picking a meaningful destination, enjoying the journey along the way. On the days where I'm not productive, where I'm not working on my creative side hustle, and instead I've just been scrolling through Twitter and Instagram, I don't usually feel very good about myself. Yes, there are some days where I need to relax and I'll just watch TV, and that's fine. But for me, and I'm sure for you as well, this thing where we say, oh, I need to relax, I'm gonna scroll through Twitter, that's probably BS. I get much more enjoyment and fulfillment and, in a way, relaxation out of working on my art or doing some writing. I much prefer to be creating something than to be a mindless consumer of something else. So to wrap up, I am not saying in this class, productivity at all costs is the most important thing. What I'm saying is that when you've decided a meaningful destination, like I really wanna work on my art or I wanna make a YouTube channel, then being productive on the journey and making sure we're enjoying the journey just makes all of life better and happier and more meaningful and more fulfilling, and it means we spend a lot less time browsing Instagram or Twitter for no reason. So if you're just getting started with your creative side hustle, I wish you the very best of luck. And if you're continuing on your journey of your creative side hustle, best of luck as well. I really hope you found some of the advice in this class kind of helpful. These are all the principles that I've used to kind of do the creator thing, churn out like hopefully useful videos and courses and blog posts and stuff. I'm using all these principles to write a book as we speak. And this creative side hustle thing has definitely added a lot of happiness, meaning, and fulfillment to my life. And hopefully, as people tell me, it's added value to theirs as well. So thank you so much for watching. We have a few bonus interviews in the rest of this class, but all the best, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.